we are going to the greenhouse to clean everything out except for the few plants I have left, because those plants I'm going to be bringing to church tomorrow. And so yeah, that's kind of today's plan, and we're also going to try and plant the loofah. We just planted all of the loofah, so we didn't have this side done, but we planted around 35-ish. And then that side has 39, and these are doing good. They've been in a few weeks already, and they're healthier because of that. But those over there, they needed to be planted pretty bad, so we're hoping most of them will survive. The vineweed is coming in again, but the loofah are pretty aggressive growers, so I think they'll be good. And it's a pretty nice day. Let's see. So right now I gotta put away some stuff. I need to check what time it is though. I have a lot of tomato plants left. But I put all the signs in that tub. I need to burn the trash, but that'll be another day. But we do have some plants left. Water jugs my grandma's gonna keep to water her plants. These are all drying to be put away. I do need to wash a few more. But yeah, I've been to the greenhouse since I closed up on Monday. And obviously the fans were off a day without me in here. And so most of my plants are ruined that I was gonna plant, which is a big bummer. But some of them I couldn't get to, so these I'm not as sad about. So I'm just taking them out of the pots, putting them in this tray to feed to the chickens, and saving the pots for next year. And we are putting the pots over here. But you can see how dry it gets in here. It's dangerous hot. Like if someone locked themselves in here in an accident, they would die. And luckily they were able to leave those flaps open back there. Hershey's with me. Hershey! He's eating something over there. I don't know what. I think he's eating grass. That is really weird. Maybe he's thirsty, I don't know. Anyway, everything looks really sad in here. So I'm gonna clean up some more and hopefully we'll get done today, and then we'll be done coming to the greenhouse. Now I'm over here at the greenhouse with one of these electric fence posts, and what I do is I just put it on fire and I get the metal really, really hot. Then I go over here to my Dollar Tree pots and I hold the hot metal and it goes through the layers of the pot. There's 2 pots in each stack. And that is how I do it. Super easy compared to cutting it, and when you cut the Dollar Tree pots, they crack. So this is an easy method, and I'm just putting these pots away in storage for spring of 2024, but I thought I might as well do the holes while I had the fire going, and then I'd put them in storage. It's about to rain. It's kind of sprinkling, so I'm gonna do this before the fire goes out. But that's kind of what it looks like. It went through 1, went through 2. This one has 3 in it. Then you put your foot on it to pull it out. And then I'm gonna get it hot again. So we were just working in the garden again. Me, my brother, and my dad's employee. So there's like rows of grass, but as you can see right here, I'm taking the weeds out and leaving the plant, and that's an easy job. I can sit down and work my way down, and then they helped me get up another fence, but we'll still need another one or two for the tomatoes. We got a lot more cardboard and wood chips down, and we're getting little broccoli heads down there. Everything's looking good, and I'll give you an update later. Today is Wednesday, and I leave for camp on Sunday, so this is probably the last day I'll be working over here at my grandma's. There's a few things I want to show you, a few things I'm going to work on. Yeah, so that's kind of the update. But over here, these are all the tomatoes that were wasted. And I'm going to be honest, I'm going to be leaving them here just because I don't really want to deal with those. They could be burned or something. I don't know. Then I'll show you something else. This is my compost, which, to be honest, I haven't really worked a lot with. I have like a few kitchen scraps, rabbit manure, a shovel of dirt, eggshells, cardboard. But since this is not my farm, my dad and his worker, they spray everywhere. And if you know anything about compost, and this was sprayed and those are my compost bins, is that safe to use? I don't know. I'm hoping to get that compost going, but it looks like it might not happen. Over here we have my elderberries, and the vineweed is growing around them. It's kind of a bummer that the vineweed's growing, and I do not like cats. But vineweed is bad. Then this is one of my other elderberries. They spray pretty close, as you can see. But I think the elderberries will be fine, especially since they won't produce this year. But in the future, I'll definitely try and maintain the area so that they won't spray over here. And they sprayed along the greenhouse, which I have mixed feelings about, but then again, I can't do anything because I won't be here, so I can't take care of it. The peacock is showing its wings. Feathers, I guess. Then the loofahs aren't doing the best. A few have died. Some are doing really good. Some are doing not so good. But everything really needs a rain. And of course, the vineweed came back after I picked it. Just got a small harvest of broccoli. That's kind of what the garden's looking like. Not too bad, but the rows are full of grass. And the back's not done. But I don't have any more wood chips, and that's raw chicken manure, so I can't use that. And this broccoli was at the end of the garden, and they sprayed that, so I don't think we should eat this. I'm gonna go feed it to the chickens. So I know it's not gonna look like it, but I have been weeding. This bucket is what I'm filling and then dumping. But I'm weeding the strawberries out of my garden. Just because they're perennials. I spent money on them, and I want them to be producing for next year because I think it's their second year that you can pick them to eat. And so these are kind of the priority, and they're on the edge, so I figured it's a good spot to start for two reasons. but that's kind of the plan. I know it doesn't look like it, but that's where I've weeded. I've weeded all around each strawberry plant. And then I was being more picky at the end and doing all of the weeds. But what I'm going to do is put some raw chicken manure in between, which might not be so good, but it's going to be an experiment. I'm going to put it in between the strawberries, not touching the strawberry because it'll burn it. But hopefully it'll burn the weeds and keep them down while I'm gone at camp. We'll see. Right now what I'm doing is getting this hot chicken manure and putting it around the strawberry plants, but not touching them because it is hot and it will kill them if it touches them. So that's kind of what I'm doing to keep some of the weeds down while I'm gone. The trees one last time before I go. And I wanted to show you guys the spray damage. Like I said, I can't do anything about the spray until I'm here more, and I won't be gone for the summer because if we don't spray, I've got to take care of the weeds. It killed my witch hazel, hurt the daylily. Lemon balm looking not so good. Comfrey got a little burnt by it. It's crispy on the edges. Spice bush died. Trees got a little damage. This one looks the saddest from the spray. Hopefully it comes back. Well guys, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this short little video of all the film or all the recordings I did before I left for camp. Updates when we get back from camp in August. So let me just give you one last tour. That's what it looks like. And we'll see what happens because this is the Back to Eden method. And so next year we're just going to put the fresh compost in the rows and the wood chips will stay where they are. So follow along with that. And since I couldn't really spend a good amount of time maintaining it, it will definitely be a little different, but that's how life is. So, and hopefully our pear trees will survive while we're gone. I know most of this stuff won't, but I should have expected that. I shouldn't have planted until I knew I could take care of the weeds so they wouldn't spray. But, oh well, this is how life is going to be. You got to fight the spray, fight worldly ways of caring for weeds. Update on the little tub I put together. The nasturtium is looking great. The impatiens are doing pretty good. And the other nasturtium is doing great. I love nasturtium. I'm definitely starting more next year. Thank you guys for watching this video. I am leaving for camp in 2 days when I'm editing this video, and I just can't wait to share that experience with you guys. And I appreciate your guys' prayers and thoughts for me being a counselor to share Jesus with kids. How life is going to be, you gotta fight the spray, fight worldly ways of caring for weeds.